Stadium. Patrick Mahomes trying to keep first place in the AFC West, and then Justin Herbert and the Chargers looking to sweep the Chiefs for the first time since 2013. First quarter here, no score. Justin Herbert throws to Donald Parham Jr., but he loses the ball as he hits his head on the ground. He would stay down. A really scary scene here. The Chargers will turn it over on downs. Parham would have to be stretchered off the field there. He was taken to a local hospital. He's in stable condition right now. We'll keep you updated on that as well. Second quarter now, Chargers down 10-7. Justin Herbert fakes the handoff, hits his guy Jalen Guyton for the touchdown. Chargers lead 14-7 there. Tyrann Mathieu not happy about that. Next Chiefs possession, Patrick Mahomes. He is sacked by Joey Bosa and fumbles. Drew Tranquill right there recovers for the Chargers. Joe, what a night this was here. What a play.
Yeah, this was a huge moment here, obviously, with the turnover. Joey Bosa was just wreaking havoc all night, but Patrick Mahomes typically just was able to escape at the last minute and avoid the sack, except for that one right there.
So next Chargers drive here, going for it on 4th and goal, and this would be a theme that goes right to Keenan Allen, but the pass is knocked down. That would leave a ton of points on the board. Those going for it on 4th down, not doing the field goal, not kicking it there. I know. Third quarter here, Patrick Mahomes to Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, look at Tyreek Hill, man, coming up with the play. We talk about it time and time again. Those great guys, those great players will step up and make plays.
Chiefs ball 7 plays later, going for it on 4th and inches, and the misfire there to Mecole Hardman. So it's turned over on downs, Steve.
Turnover on downs. You got to go out there and make that throw. Patrick Mahomes, MVP, great guy. Got to make a better throw.
We go to the 4th, 3rd and goal. Joshua Kelly tries to dive in over the pile. He fumbles the ball. The Chiefs take over at their own 2.
You're not diving in from the 4-yard line.
Go low. You can get in if you burrow low.
Right.
He never really got the handoff on that, and then he tried to extend way too soon.
Once you get in the air, you have no power whatsoever. You're just a floater.
Chiefs ball here. Patrick Mahomes intercepted by Uchenna Nwosu. So just back and forth.
What a play this was right here by Nwosu.
That's what happens when you're playing in the division. You know your opponent's tendencies.
Because they did that a lot.
Right here, very next play, Austin Ekeler punches it in, 2-yard touchdown. So the Chargers take the lead, 21-13. Next Chiefs possession, Patrick Mahomes scrambles, and look who he finds wide open, Travis Kelce. So 1st and goal at the Chargers 1.
And this is what makes him so different and so special. It's not just his ability to get open, not just his ability to catch a football, but that run after catch ability right there.
2 plays later, 2nd and goal. Mahomes hits his boy Tyreek Hill in the back of the end zone there for the touchdown. Chiefs take the lead, 21-19, Joe.
Yeah, that was a beautiful throw, but it doesn't have to be that hard. Just run it in from a half-inch line.
Oh, you see this play right here?
Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
And that 2-point conversion right there, he had, I think it was Mecole Hardman or somebody.
Wide open.
You know why he didn't throw it,
That
Steve?
tied the game.
Because he remembered that batted pass that got intercepted.
Chargers ball here, 3rd and goal. Keenan Allen for the 8-yard touchdown. So the Chargers now take the lead, 28-21.
What a game.
I know, this was unreal. 2nd and 9 for Mahomes, and he scrambles for the 32-yard gain. 1st and goal, that makes it. Right there at the Chargers 7. Joey Bosa looking a little tired. But the very next play, we go to 1st and goal at the 7, and Patrick Mahomes, he finds Travis Kelce for that 7-yard score.
What a great play going down to get that football. Travis Kelce comes out and go back, and he sees his quarterback moving. That's a great play to tie the game right there. And they got the roughing the passer.
28 all, so we're going to overtime,
they got
ladies
you,
and
Bosa.
gentlemen.
They got you, buddy.
So the Chiefs now, 2nd and 10 at their own 25, and Mahomes hits Travis Kelce for that 27-yard gain. They are marching down the field, 1st and 10 at Chargers 48. 3 plays later, again 1st and 10, and Mahomes hits Travis Kelce, who there he goes in for the walk-off touchdown. Kelce finished 10 for 191, a career high. 2 touchdowns tonight. Look at how fired up he is.
Yes,
He should be fired up, but one of the things, I wish we can go, look at this, bad tackling. Right. You can't tackle from right there. They were tackling like it was flag football. Fundamentals need to come back. But Travis Kelce, that's a bad man.
Right, and once he caught the ball, I just want to get him down. You got to get him down, kick a field goal, and give your offense an opportunity to come on the field and try to score.
That did not happen. So Kelce, he got the score, and the Chiefs now, they are the division leaders. They are the #1 seed in the AFC, which means that the playoffs run through Kansas City, 10-4. And Joe, I mean, if this Kansas City team can be the team that showed up in the fourth quarter and overtime, they're going to be really hard to stop.
Yeah, the thing that was really exciting for me from a Chiefs perspective was how well this defense played in those critical moments. They had 3 fourth-down stops in this game, which won the game, allowed them to go to overtime. Missing Chris Jones, one of the best defensive players in the NFL, their most important defensive player in the middle, and it hurt them against the run. They were not able to stop the run at all tonight. Chargers ran up and down the field. But once they get Chris Jones back from that COVID list, this defense is a top 5 defense right now. And if we see the Chiefs from overtime in the fourth quarter from offense, this is going to be the favorite to get to the Super Bowl from the AFC.
Yeah, but we talked about this in pregame. You know, when I talked about Mahomes and his ability to win games in the fourth quarter, coming into this game, he had 116 passer rating in the fourth quarter, second highest in the National Football League. Fourth quarter in overtime, I should say. So this was right in his wheelhouse. And that's why I said, if you get them into the fourth quarter or in the overtime, that's where these guys are used to making plays. That's why they've been in the Super Bowl the last 2 seasons, as Travis Kelce told me in that interview. So they needed to take all of those points if you are the Chargers and try to get ahead and not leave this game in the fourth quarter and put it in 15's hands. So that's what happened, and they won the game.
When you look at this game, you look at the Kansas City Chiefs, and you take away, us as the media, we got to pull apart and take something. The thing that I'm thinking about is, if the Kansas City Chiefs have to play the Los Angeles Chargers, what do they have mentally that the Chargers don't have? Experience, poise, understanding that they can be behind the 8 ball, still come back. I'm not really sure right now that the Los Angeles Chargers have the ability to pull up their bootstraps, dust themselves off, and go ahead and put together 4 or 5 quarters of football, because that's what it's going to take in the playoffs. And they showed you very quickly they're running out of steam. Guys were gassed. Technique was, you know, we all play, besides you, or excluding you.
But I watch and I analyze it.
Every coach, when you're a Pop Warner, they say, when you get tired,
make a coward of you.
Fatigue will make a coward out of us all. And you saw, and I'm not calling these guys cowards, but you saw the technique start to lose. Like they were chasing Travis Kelce, like Travis Kelce were running a 4-2.
Yeah, you could see Joey Bosa at the end and just this Chargers defense. Absolutely, they were gassed. There were 3 drives from the 5-yard line or closer that resulted in 0 points. That's only the second time that has happened in about 30 years. So it was quite a night for Brandon Staley and the decisions that he made. In retrospect, let's hear what he had to say about those 4th down calls.
Well, you got an answer for him?
Yeah, I mean, that's going to be the mindset no matter who we play. But, you know, I felt really comfortable with all of those decisions. And, you know, the first one, it's a perfect pass. And you know, just you have this really, you know, tragic thing happen, you know, on the way down. And, you know, the one at the end of the half, I love that. And then you just, you know, we just missed Jared on the stick, you know, and that's the way we're going to play around here. That's the way we're going to play. And, you know, when we have a quarterback like ours and we have an offense like ours, that's the way we're going to play, because that's how you need to play against Kansas City for sure. And that's how we're going to become the team that we're ultimately capable of being, is by playing that way. And, you know, I'm really proud of our guys. I thought like we competed like champions today. And they made a couple more plays in the fourth quarter and in overtime than we did. But I felt like our guys laid it on the line tonight, and I'm very, very proud of them for that.
Well, it was a hard-fought game for sure, but Irv, were they too aggressive? Did you agree with the strategy?
Absolutely not. And I'm not just saying that now after the game. I was saying that in the green room, like, oh, you should have taken them points. See, when they on the first drive, take those points. Let me tell you why I say that. And I understand what Coach was thinking about. He was thinking, this is the old Kansas City Chiefs. 3 points aren't going to win football games for you. We need to score 7. But the Chiefs have been a little off in how they've been playing. So what he wanted to do, what he should have done, was try to get in them mentally. Take those early points. Make the Chiefs feel like they're playing from behind again, and hopefully that would have helped. Because if you had those 9 points, you had 6 points, we wouldn't have, this game would have been over. And they let it get to the fourth quarter, where that's what Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs do. That fourth quarter in overtime, and they lose the game.
I've got a little bit experience of the stat that you were talking about, because I was actually on that team in 2017 against the Jets, where we had 3 times inside the 5-yard line getting turnovers, and we lost, which is a big surprise because that was the year we went 0-16. But I think you gotta stick to who you are, and that's exactly what Brandon Staley was saying. He was saying, we're going to go with the odds no matter what, and then we're not going to let emotion get into this type of a decision. And if you get tight in those moments and all of a sudden you break away from your core values of, we're going to be aggressive. When we're inside the 5-yard line, we believe in our offense and our ability to score touchdowns, to convert first downs. Like, that's who you need to be. You can't go away from it in big moments because you get nervous. Hey, it's fourth down. Now we're not going to go for it anymore. That's what happens. If you're getting tight as a coach with your play calling and your decision making, your team is going to sense that and get tight in response.
I certainly understand what you're saying and understanding the psyche of your team, but it's also great to understand the psyche of another team, of the other team that you're playing against. Jimmy Johnson said to us when we played Buffalo in the Super Bowl, he said, listen, all we got to do is keep playing hard. Right before halftime, they will start turning the ball over. And that's exactly what happened, because he understood the psyche of the other team. And I would have liked for the Chargers coach to understand that the psyche of the team right now was a little bit hampered, a little bit dented, and taking advantage of that.
Yep, Brandon Staley, he's a risk taker, but it doesn't always pay off.
And now you got to answer when it doesn't pay off.
Exactly. But it did pay off for a guy like Travis Kelce on the other side of things. Unbelievable night for him. Had 54 combined receiving yards in his last 2 games and then popped off for 191 tonight.
I called it.
Sunday at 9, the